news from the local front, which is Wasim Jaffer becoming the coach of Uttarakhand. Wasim Jaffer is an interesting case. He's a Ranji legend and probably has won so many Ranji titles for Mumbai and the highest run scorer in Ranji history. And Jaffer is very interesting. I hope you saw his interview with Ravi Ashwin, right? Where he talks about Mumbai culture, the cricketing culture there, how they keep winning titles, and he seems to have a very fantastic cricketing head, and he spoke with so much clarity, conviction, and also interestingly, he went to Vidarbha at the fag end of his career. He won the Ranji title there with Vidarbha also, guiding them as probably like a player coach or something. And there is this trend of Indian coaches coming up right now, because earlier it used to be John Wright, then used to be Duncan Fletcher, then Gary Kirsten, and all those players used to come. Now there is a preference for Indian coaches under Kohli's resign. You already see a lot of Ravi Shastri is at the top. Bangar came, and then you have different coaches coming into, which is good. Local coaches get they should get their due. And Jaffer hopefully is looking something like he's already the batting coach of I think Kings 11, right? So he's taking it pretty seriously. Probably his goal might be to become coach of India one day, maybe. So thoughts on that?
Yeah, actually, what Jaffer has done is like a real sweet to my ears. It's like, wow. Finally, a person who understands the game of cricket properly and who's well respected in general cricket fraternity and in Indian cricket fraternity, and this guy has gone on to Vidarbha, as you said. The best thing is he didn't act just as a player. He acted as a mentor. The entire team looked up to him. He delivered the best, and they went ahead to win a Ranji Trophy. Yeah. Right? Vidarbha winning a Ranji Trophy doesn't happen every day. Yeah. Right? And he helped them. Yeah, he helped them do that. And every player had so much, good memories about what Wasim Jaffer did to them and how pivotal he was for that squad to be together and to, face crunch situations, wherein his experience was very useful for them to handle those situations. So we could see a leader, we could see a calm head, we could see a person who understands young cricketer, and now he has gone into the role of a coach, which is such a wonderful thing, because when you have all these characteristics, then you are the right person to actually mentor a team, to coach a bunch of youngsters. Yeah. These are the kind of people who we, not just as fans, but people in Indian cricket would love to see, take the international team to the next level. When I say next level, not just to win games, to feel that they are part of a unit, to feel that the youngsters are groomed and youngsters are given proper knowledge and not this, pompous, dumb speeches which our current coach is going to give them. Go out there, express yourself. Yeah, fantastic. As if they didn't know that. Rishabh Pant didn't know that he should express himself. All his life he was thinking he shouldn't express himself. So now he has found out, wow, he has told me to express myself.
All you guys, Ravi Shastri rant alert is coming here. So my colleague over here is a big fan. He's a big fan of Ravi Shastri.
See, with go on. Respect, Ravi Shastri is a fantastic player. He's an ex-legend, and in Combox behind the mic, he has given us so many memories we will never forget. And he's the best in Combox. No second thoughts about it. And he was a wonderful player. I mean, no disrespect for him on any of those aspects. But as a coach, I would question his credibility. What has he done as a coach? Which team he has taken up and he has made them better? Not in international circuit, in domestic circuit. And I don't want him to come to a press conference and then say, we are the best Indian team to have ever played cricket. Oh, to ever went on to overseas tour. Oh, all right. So you went to South Africa, you won there. You went to England, you won there. And then you just ripped apart New Zealand. And then, oh, come on. Seriously. And it is a disrespect for Ganguly. It is a disrespect for Tendulkar. It is a disrespect for the entire team that has achieved so much. I don't want that kind of a coach. We have never seen such kind of a coach who comes into a press conference and then speaks about the team so big when the team hasn't achieved enough. I haven't seen Justin Langer do it. I haven't seen, Gary Kristen do it. I haven't seen John Wright do it. Those are the coach actually we respect. I haven't even seen Darren Lehman do it. We know Darren Lehman is a different kind of a person who likes to speak about the success, but even he was grounded enough to say, we are this and we are not this. But this guy comes up and says as if we are, the Australian team of 2000 era or the West Indies team of 1980s, when we are nowhere near them, right? That gives a very bad taste to anyone who watches the game. What is this guy even speaking about? As a fan, I don't want him to represent Indian cricket as a head coach. I don't want it, seriously. So for me, Wasim Jaffer is a good step in the right direction. We need a lot more people like that.
Right.
Successful players are not successful coaches. That's my 2 cents.
Maybe not. You have to see that. But I mean, you went like a tracer bullet there, man. Yeah. And yeah, and all of you reminding you that we were actually talking about Wasim Jaffer. We went into Ravi Shastri, but yeah, and yeah, we hope Jaffer becomes a fantastic coach. All of you guys, just check his interview with Ashwin. Fantastic clarity, the way he spoke about Mumbai, and I mean, he was not mincing any words. He was just doing plain speak. I mean, I think for any great coach, plain speak is very important.